worried about how it looks, worried about the style, worried about how it might seem, or maybe you're worried about what other people think. Well, in today's episode, I will share with you why I don't care, especially not about what other people think, and especially not about how things look. But more than that, I will share with you what is important for me. All of that right after the intro. Welcome to the Day One Journey, episode 109. Cha-ching. Yeah! And as you see, like yesterday, we're getting this gas station. Why? Because it's raining outside. Yeah, this is Iceland. This is the beginning of the winter here. But either way, let's jump right into today's episode. Yeah! I promise to share with you right now why I don't really care about how things look. Imagine your house, imagine your home. When I think about mine, I don't really care about how things look, especially not for other people. Why? Because when you go and when you enter my home, you'll see differently than other people. It will be different. So why do we bother too much about these kind of things? Why should I be bothered about how people perceive and how people look, how things in my home look for other people? It will look differently for different people, right? Because we see things differently. We're different. Doesn't make sense. Well, that's the first reason why I don't really care about how things look. Because they will look differently for different people. Wait, but what do I do care about? I'll be serious with you here. I do care about things being useful. Yes, things being useful. When I buy something, and when I get something for my house, for example, my home, sure, it would be nice if it would look good. But the first question I ask, and probably the last question as well, is whether it is useful, whether I'm going to use it or not, whether it's going to help me or not, whether it is effective or not. This is the questions that I'm asking. Why? Because if I have something that might look nice, and this is just sits in my home, but I don't really use it, it's not useful for me. Again, I'm speaking about myself. You might see things differently, but at least for me, the fact that this is sitting there, it's something in my mental space. Something that I need to worry about, something that I need to make sure it's a little bit clean, it's okay, it doesn't get broken. It occupies mental space in my mind. So I'd rather think about it being useful than being beautiful or being or wondering what people think about it or how it looks. This is the key thing of this episode. But right now, you might say, Marcus, you really don't care about how things look? But you are going to the gym, right? You are working out, as you already told us in previous episodes. By the way, I'm not going to the gym, but I do work out. So why do you do that? Because this is, you actually do care about how you look, right? Well, amazing example. Yes, I do work out. I do care a little bit about that. But why? What's the main reason? The main reason it is still useful. When you work out, you get stronger, you can do stuff, you can run, you can sprint, you have the power, you can play with your children, with your grandchildren, with your nephews, you have the energy. This is useful. And yes, you can enjoy the benefits. Yeah, the benefits of looking good. Yeah, I see that as a benefit. I see that as a bonus, as an extra, as the cherry on the cake. Yeah, as a dessert. This is how I look at it. But still, I want the main course, the main reason. For example, why I work out, because it's useful. I want to be super energized. Yes, also, for example, here in the morning, this is 6 a.m. here in Iceland, before sunrise, and I'm super energetic. This is the usefulness of me also working out and taking care of myself. The looks is the benefits. Yeah, this is my point I'm saying here in this video. See my personal point. However, you might say something else. The looks is still important in many other occasions. Well, pretty cold here. Cannot feel my fingers with the gloves. But let's dive into the last point of this video. Another example. In some points, in some events, it may be very useful. Yeah, might be very useful to wear the right outfit. Yes, to wear the right outfit to that specific event, to look a certain way, to make an impression, to make an appearance. But still, it is useful, right? It is useful because you don't do that just for how it looks. You do that because you want, for example, to respect the culture, to respect the people. If you're visiting a foreign country and they have a special event, cultural event, it is useful for you as respecting the culture to dress accordingly, right? To be a little bit like them as an act of respect. Still, this is being useful. This is still the main question I ask myself. So, at the top priority, that's my message for you. I'm just making it more clear. The top priority for me is not how it looks like, it's it being useful. So when I ask myself being useful, I'm sort of asking, what's the effect? What is the effect that I want? So if I do care how I will look like in this specific event, I'm asking myself, I'm reminding myself, what's the effect? I want it to be useful. I want to connect to the people. So how do I do that? I respect them. I respect their culture. Yeah, so this is the guiding question. This is the guiding line I have that you might think about and you might relate to. Either way, we're really out of time. So, back to you. I have an interesting assignment for you, like we do every day. Like we do every episode. So, next time you're in the store, in the supermarket, just before you get something for your home, or maybe even getting something from your friend. Some friend tells you, you want this? And then you have this seconds when you consider whether to take it, buy it, get it for your home. Then I want you to ask yourself these questions. Is it helpful for you? And if you answer yes, ask another question. Will I use it? Ask yourself, will I use it in the next few months? And if you're not sure about that, consider not taking it. and remind yourself at the same moment, at the same second, that it can occupy space in your brain. The fact that this thing that you took, whatever it might be, lying there in your house, you doing nothing with it, occupies space in your brain, in your mental space. The same space as we always talk about in the neuroroutine can be used for other stuff. This is what the neuroroutine is about. So, ask yourself these questions, rewind this video, remind yourself of these questions, do this today, and of course, have an amazing day one. See you tomorrow.